Hello, and welcome back to the Foreclosure Deals Coach podcast. Hey, I'm your host, Donnie Corum, your Foreclosure Deals Coach, where we specialize in teaching the mindset, methodology, and tools required to be a successful real estate investor. Thank you so much for tuning into the show each and every single week. I am so excited today. I've been working on a project, my 5F's of foreclosure investment system, for a good year or two now. It's been a lot of stuff. It just takes a lot of time to put all of your information obtained over 17, 18 years I've been at this business, and then condense it down into a video-based course. Now, I want to show you the page for the course and get a feel for it. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about why I did it. And of course, we want to hop into our mindset of the week. So let's do a little mindset exercise. Today's mindset is coming from the Reverend Malcolm X. And Malcolm said, education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. Now, sit and think about that for a little bit, okay? The market is shifting before our very eyes right now. You've got interest rates way up, days on market going up, inventory has tripled, at least in my market, in the past 6 months. When should the best time to get educated about foreclosure investing be? Well, actually, it was 6 months ago. Okay. However, today you've got an opportunity to get your own passport into the financial future that you want to set up for you and your family through foreclosure investing. So this course was largely built off of the notion that a lot of people, pretty much everybody I've ever described at a cocktail party or hanging out with friends or whatever, what do? And I say, well, I'm the foreclosure deals coach. I help people to find, figure, fund, fix, and flip their first foreclosure deal. And immediately people want to know more. I've yet to meet anybody who heard about real estate investing and didn't want to do it. Okay. One of the two ways to get wealthy left in this country are the stock market, which we know is super volatile right now, and the real estate market, which although is facing volatility, there are still deals in the market. We will always need housing as a human society. Okay. So there will always be opportunities in that space. However, a lot of people come to me and they're not quite either at the financial or mental phase they need to be in to get started in real estate investing. Well, I got to tell you, for years, I kind of counseled and coached people for free. I know when I say it out loud, it even shocks me a little bit, okay? However, what I learned from that is not that I don't love teaching, even if I'm not getting paid for it, but rather that the people that I counseled and coached for free very rarely did anything with that information. Right? When you get knowledge for free, you don't do a ton with it. The reality of real estate investing is you could go on YouTube right now and get most, if not all, of the knowledge that you need to complete a real estate flip, to buy your first foreclosure deal. It's out there. So why haven't you done it? Well, the answer generally comes back to that you've not invested your time, nor your energy, nor your hard-earned dollars in doing a deal. And I got to take this back to my own personal story. Although I did do a deal on my own without coaching the first time, I did everything wrong. I botched the rehab, didn't know where to get started, got the wrong financing, and sold the property for about $20,000 below its actual appraised value. All because I lacked the knowledge to do all that stuff correctly. Now, looking back, I made a profit, right? I made $17,846.32. I know, I love that number. I published that check. I framed it after I took a copy of it, and then I basically put it in a frame that I left in my office before I quit my day job. Okay, because that became the starting point to every deal I did from that point forward. But almost immediately after, I met my coach and mentor who schooled me on how to not just do one deal that left me working at a job I didn't want to have, but how to do multiple deals. So very early on, I learned the importance of coaching. Well, again, I was offering that service of coaching to my friends and family at no cost, and very few people were doing much with it. one, because they weren't dedicating the time to meet with me consistently because they hadn't paid for that time. They didn't want to abuse me for that, right? And two, because it's very easy to be conversational about real estate investing. Everybody talks about it. Very few people do it. Enter the 5 F's of foreclosure investment system, where I have now taken those 5 modules: find, figure, fund, fix, and flip, and I put them into easy to digest videos where you can get the baseline knowledge that you need to do a deal in the order of operations you need to complete it. You can also get the education you need to do that deal without the coaching. Now, do I still recommend you hire me as your coach? Of course I do. I am certain that on a deal-specific situation, you're better off. But for those who don't have the capital to get started just yet, they're in the education phase, which you should be starting at. We should all be starting at the education phase. Regardless of what you're going to take on next, I use flying a plane as one of my favorite examples, but I can tell you, when you're flying a plane, playing golf, real estate investing, you want to start by learning what you don't know about that process. Okay, so this course is going to take you from start to finish on doing a deal. And in this today's video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the videos I'm going to have as part of the course that I'm building in real time right now. But also, I'm going to ask you, as watchers and listeners of the podcast here, what you would like to see in the most comprehensive course available on the market today on foreclosure flipping, because I'm going to cover all of it. And the neat thing about this new education platform that all of us are being exposed to, okay, online education is expected to be a $325 billion industry by 2025. Okay, why so much of an increase from where it is right now? Well, this is how we're digesting information. People are now realizing that although a 4-year college degree may have been the way of the world 10, 20, 30 years ago, today you can learn very specific things about what you want to learn and just invest in that section of information. My goal here is that this course is the most comprehensive available. So this is going to be a living, breathing document, okay? A video document that's going to document my processes, my student processes. And as we learn and adapt new things, we're going to be doing more with that chat, right? So you will have this. So I packaged all of this education, okay, all this stuff that I've been working on over the past nearly 20 years of my life, and I bundled it into this very simple, easy to understand and digest course. And then I put a price on it that I'm not even going to tell you, but let me tell you, it's going to blow your mind away. And because I'm doing pre-sale right now, if you act quickly, I'm going to knock 30% off the normal retail price of this course, because I really want people to take advantage of this. Not for what's in the course right now, but what is going to be in the course as it moves forward. I'm going to have a ton of videos to get started, but I'm going to be adding to this course every year, every quarter, and with every situation that my coaching clients present, we're going to record a video for it. So this will be a living, breathing document that will help you to do your first deal. One of the problems I had when I first started coaching is that a lot of the same questions were being asked. You know, one of the ones I remember coming up a lot was, how do I set up my business entity to get started in real estate investing? Well, we know now that you got to get an LLC at your local state level. You got to get an EIN number at the IRS, and you got to get a business bank account. But I was saying that over and over again to my coaching clients. I want to prevent having to repeat myself, thus making me more effective as a coach and allowing me to deal with higher level issues for my clients. You see what I'm saying? I will be more effective as a coach, and you will be more educated as a student once you take this course. So the course is definitely included when you get the coaching package. But for those who are just getting started, or they're just on a budget, or they're not ready to take that big leap into coaching, I'm going to highly recommend my 5 F's of foreclosure investment system, because education is going to be critical to your long-term success in real estate investing. And I don't want you to stop at my course, okay? Watch the YouTube videos, read several books. I got to tell you, I digest comfortably 10 to 12 real estate investing books every year without fail. One of my things when I hop on an aircraft, I know I'm going to be stuck flying for 2 to 3 hours, yeah, you could watch the in-flight movie, you could go that route, but my preference has always been to pull out a book or an Audible and bang through and get some education while I'm stuck on a plane. And I travel a decent amount, so I'm always reading and getting better at what I do. I want you to do the same, but I can tell you I can shortcut your very path to success by encouraging you to invest in an education system that's going to walk you through everything you need to know to be super successful. So with that, I want to hop in a little bit and just show you that it's kind of our sales page, if you will, on how we're going to get people into the course. But I want to show you the modules and go over in real time what each of the modules is going to cover in the course. So let's start here. We've got Find. And the Find module, I talk about this a lot, but my deal flow accelerator is going to be covered in the Find module. I'm going to help you to set up systems in Privy to start, but also how to find deals on the MLS by getting an unlicensed MLS account if you're not an agent, or how to set up searches in the MLS so it's automatically sending you deals. Listen, there are deals in every single market, but if you're wondering why you can't find any of them, it's because it's not on autopilot. As long as you're out there scouting for deals constantly, it's going to be very hard to build a consistent deal flow. And that's what separates hyper successful investors from people who are just kind of clamoring to find each deal as they go. As a coaching student, I'm going to help you find that deal with you for two reasons. One, I work with a lot of wholesalers, so I've got access to off-market deals all over the country. And two, it's kind of how I monetize this model. So when you sign up, I am so committed to your success that I'm going to help you find a deal and wholesale it over to you so you're not out there looking for deals. You've got consistent deal flow. Okay, that's especially valuable right here in my Colorado Springs market. So I got a massive amount of deal flow here, but I'm building relationships all across the country. So I'm going to be able to find deals for you using Privy and wholesalers and on-market strategies anywhere in the United States of America. And every time I talk to a client, I'm on them. I'm telling, hey, did we look at the Privy today? Did you find any deals to go see? A lot of this for me in the coaching world was keeping people accountable. Now the course is going to do that. It's going to help you set up deal flow. It's going to come to your inbox each and every single day from Privy, encourage you to get your wholesaler relationships, the scripts and dialogues that you want to have when you're talking to wholesalers, get that stuff established. So you're going to get your own deal flow set up, and it's going to happen right inside this coaching product. Moving on, we've got the Figure module. And in Figure, we're going to be going over how I analyze deals. So Figure is another cool F word, if you will, for deal analysis. Once you've got consistent deal flow, we're really going to dive into how to analyze those deals quickly and confidently. So when you find a really good deal, you're not spending a ton of time fumbling to put your numbers together. You're going to know exactly what the ARV on the property is within a very small percentage margin of error. You're going to know a pretty good idea on what a remodel is going to cost. Now, estimation is definitely both an art and a science, and you do get better at it over time. But by getting some basic schematics, you will be able to figure out if it's a good deal or not, so you know what to offer on it, and you can tie that deal down super quickly so you're not scrambling for deals in real time. Okay, so this is huge. My 9 variables of value formula is going to help you to pick out the different features of the property that are going to determine, based on the comparable sales, if they're going to be higher or lower on the market. And that's going to give you a huge competitive edge. I can't tell you how many investors had to go back and crunch their numbers on a rehab while I was writing an offer on the property while standing in the kitchen of the property. Okay, when you get effective at that, you're simply going to do more deals in less time. We're going to spend a lot of time on that in the Figure module. Next up, we're going to talk about funding your deal. I am working with lenders all across the country who want my coaching students and my educated students to work with. I'm a hard money broker myself, so I can help you to get deals. And yes, when you sign up for the course, you're not getting the full stamp of approval as a coaching student, but you will have the education that you need to say that you have been educated by myself on doing deals. And as a result, these lenders want to work with people who have done their homework. Okay. One of the things I mentioned here is the reason people fail in flipping is that they don't have the capital and they run out of cash flow halfway through the deal. Okay. I find these deals all the time on the market where investors just underestimated how much time it was going to take to flip it on their own if they made a mistake of doing it themselves, or how much money it was going to take to hire out the contractors. And now you got a property that's unsaleable. right? You can't sell it at a discount unless you're going to another investor, and that means you're probably going to have to sell it for less than you have into it because you won't be able to sell it retail and get a loan on it, right? That's a really bad thing. One of the things you're going to need is a document that's going to provide you funding and source. So you're going to get hooked up with Traction Capital, my lending partner, to get the hard money pre-approval that you're going to need to submit offers with confidence. I want to help you to fund your deals because that's part of how I monetize my business. I teach people how to do it, then I provide the capital that they need to get it done. It's the ultimate double whammy, and we're going to dive deep. That shows you how I'm going to cover all of my project costs using other people's money. You're going to get a real feel for that when you go through the fun module of the course. Next up is the fix module. And the big part of this is what you should not fix as part of your flip, okay? A lot of people are watching the flipping shows and they want to put in gold-plated faucets and helicopter landing pads and all these things you don't need to do to get the property sold. The truth is, buyers are going to expect a greater quality flip in the current market, but it's a market cycle, okay? It's going to go up and it's going to go down. You got to figure out what you have to do now to get a deal done, but in the fixed module, we're also going to talk about what you don't have to do. We're also going to go into how to work with contractors, how to get your contracts and make sure they start on time, end on time, don't go over budget, etc. And I got to tell you, contractor management is one of the leading reasons for failures in people trying to do their first fix and flip. You really got to know how to wrangle those people in. And I've spent so much time building and managing contractor relationships that I put that into this course. So you're going to be able to use my scripts and dialogues when you're talking to your contractors to ensure your success there. And finally, the best part, everybody's favorite part, the flip module. How do you sell this property? Okay, we want to get you the maximum market exposure at the lowest possible cost. A lot of my clients are real estate agents, so they can list the property on their own, saving them a bunch of money. But for those of you who are not, I've got secrets that'll help you to list the property for much less than you think, negotiating with agents if you're going to go that route, or just doing a self-list program, not the same as for sale by owner, but getting on the market, getting on the MLS at a greater discount than you can possibly fathom. And then you just got to field the contracts. A lot of people are afraid to do that because they haven't done the contract before. And for sale by owner for an uneducated consumer is one of the leading reasons for litigation in real estate. So I understand why most people don't want to do that. But what if you could put my knowledge and skill sets and contracts together? You could save all that money, list the property yourself, and not have to pay the huge commissions that a lot of agents demand to get it sold. That translates into more money in your pocket, which means you're going to be more profitable and you can do more deals as a result. This is how you're going to build wealth, not necessarily by doing a high volume of deals, but by reducing your transaction costs on each deal. So you put more money in your pocket, allowing you to do more deals and build more of a rental passive cash flow empire by having that money in place. Okay. The combination of all of this, guys, means that this course is going to be the most comprehensive course available. There are lots of flipping courses out there, but I am fully committed to my students, my listeners, my viewers here on YouTube to get you guys the best possible resource available to fix and flip a foreclosure deal that's available in the United States or even worldwide. This is going to be my legacy. This is my life's work. Okay. Some authors get one book that changes their life. This is going to be the thing that I want to leave behind for my kids when they're gone. And I just have to make sure this is the most powerful data readily available in the marketplace today. Okay, so please reach on out. You can head out to foreclosuredealscoach.com/5FIS. And then you can get in there, check out the free education I'm offering on some of the mindset that is preventing you from doing your first deal right now. So we're going to really break through a lot of your limiting beliefs. And then once you fully understand and grasp that, I'm going to walk you through getting into the course that will change your life and your existence by getting you into the real estate investment business on a full-time basis using a very affordable course. I'll even break it into a couple of payments for you. I am fully committed on making sure this is easy for you to get into because I really want to see you get into this course. And then when you're done with it, you're going to be eligible to jump into the coaching with a discount based on what you paid for the course. So once you get into coaching, the course becomes basically free. Can you beat a deal like that? You just can't. I want to make sure I change some lives here. My way of doing so is to be coaching you through this process. Okay, let's move on. I want to do our deal analysis of the week. We're going to head back to my hometown here, Colorado Springs, Colorado, because I love it, right? And we got a deal here on 844 Fountain Boulevard. Check the stats on it real quick and say, oh, I gotta move to the window. You guys want to see this, right? You just want me to talk about it. You want to see it, right? I know, I'm sorry. Let's move this over. 1 second. Here we go. All right, so pretty much every day, Privy sends me listings in my local market, and I get to flip through like a kid at Christmas, like every single day. It's like my favorite thing. Now, not all of these are deals. As you can see here, I'm flipping through a lot of them that I've seen in the past, but I wanted to go this route instead of just putting in the address, because I want you to see how many deals Privy believes are in my market right now. Now, there are filtering that I could definitely lower the amount of stuff I had to flip through. This is taking a bit to get to the one I really wanted to show y'all today. But here we are. 844 East Fountain Boulevard. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 983 square feet. Okay, it's located in the 80903. I have a condo in downtown Colorado Springs off of one of our major streets on Tejon. I'm in the same zip code. This is pretty close by. Now, it just dropped 15 grand, as you can see here, on January 10th. So just about a week ago, the price dropped by 285. Okay, is this a deal? Well, let's do a quick analysis here. It's a ranch-style home, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Privy quickly does the comps for us. Here's another 3-bedroom, 1 bath that went in November, ironically, my little brother's birthday, and it went for $400K, very similar square footage, kind of a more downtowny location, if that means anything to you. But you can see we can hop into the comp first on Rio Grande, and this is active, so it hasn't quite sold yet, so they might be a little bit overpriced. But let's flip through it and see what they did to it. It's got nice carpet. The tile's a little bit dated, but they put in a new vanity, etc. When this sells, it will tell us what this property should be going for when we buy ours. So at this point, if we believe that our comparable is similar, we could buy this for $285 and potentially sell it for $400. However, why am I not rushing out and doing this one? Because that's not a sold comp, okay? That's an active comp. What we really want to see is what's sold in the neighborhood within a half a mile preferred, and it needs to be within about the fourth quarter. Well, Privy's only we got comps here. Here's one on Fountain Boulevard, so same street. It went for $325. That's not helping us at $285. Okay, we want to see a gross spread pretty close to $100 grand to make this viable. We got one on Fort Worth Street, even closer, went for $355, but it's got a second bathroom, so we don't want to use that one. Here's one in Corona that went for $325. Doesn't support buying this property, at least not at $285. And then finally, we got this one on Belden. That would be a valid comp, but the reason I don't want to use it is because it sold in June when the market was an entirely different place. So being conservative on our comps, I think this is worth somewhere between $325 and $355. That's not the $100K we're looking for. So unless we can negotiate an even lower price on this property, this is probably no deal. Okay, but that's the key, is we were able to do a quick deal analysis using the Privy application. Go ahead and download Privy for yourself. Use my affiliate link if you would, please, because I really would appreciate that. But we can find deals in every market every single day of the week, so you can consistently do deals right there in your local market. Okay, so wrapping this up once again, I am so excited about the course. Head on out and get the 5 F's of Foreclosure Investment System course. It's going to be a living, breathing course. It's going to help you to do your first deal while you're still getting your budget together. You're going to get educated and get started in that space. We know how important education is. And then join the Facebook group. Go out to fdcoachgroup.com. Join up. Let's talk about the course. I do a weekly live Q&A session where I'm going to be answering questions for people who want to get started, who are working a deal, whatever stage you happen to be at in your investment career. I would love to be a part of it. I know the more people that I help, the more I'm going to get what I'm looking for by helping people to achieve freedom through foreclosure investing. And That's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of stuff covered. Check out that course. I'm so excited to finally get that launched. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening from here, and I'm excited about the life change that I can make with the 5 F's of foreclosure investment system. With that, this is Donnie Corum, your Foreclosure Deals Coach, thanking you yet again for tuning in each and every week to the Foreclosure Deals Coach podcast and reminding you, don't buy a house, buy a deal.